I am a woman of Africa. Welcome to Unsung Heroines. My name is Angelique Kicho. I'll be your host on a remarkable journey into the lives of Africa's finest. Women who are changing our continent and the world. Women who fill me with incredible pride. It is often said that Africa's women are now rising up. I disagree. We have already risen. Women of Africa know their place is exactly where they wish it to be. Unsung Heroines tells the story of women who write their own destiny. Women who hold a torch and lead us all, men and women, into a new beginning. One of Africa's finest is a woman who sets her own pace. An Olympic champion, a female warrior who runs like the wind. I give you one of the track's hardest acts to follow. I give you the MAPUTO EXPRESS.
I never like to set my own goals to be second best or third best. No matter what, I have to set my own goals to succeed, to get in a race and win the race. And in a life as well, same way. I do my best, and I always want to succeed whatever I do. My memories of Maputo when I was a child wasn't very good. They weren't very good because I grew up in a tough times at the same time. There was war going on. We should sit here today and calmly not hearing gunshots. It's very beautiful because close here, like you see Katembe there, we used to see gunfire. Sometimes we train here at Park Disconmador, which is just around the corner here. And in afternoon, late afternoon, gunfire, fighting going on.
War continued, however. In October 1994.
So I grew up basically locked in a city, seeing a lot of poverty, seeing a lot of people coming from different places trying to take shelter in Maputo city. I was born in a family, sports family, so everybody in my house did sports, play football and a lot of different sports like basketball and handball. And so somehow I fell in love with football, so I always playing football, sometimes mixed with a boys team. I used to play with a boys team in Mozambique as well before I changed to athletics. A well-known Mozambican poet named José Craveirinha. He saw me playing football, and then he thought I would be a good runner because he has some background running. And that's the one actually who came, talked to me, and then invited me to try track and field. And when I changed to athletics and everything became like just me. I have to run by myself. I have to sprint by myself. I have to do different workout by myself. So for me, it was a whole different sport, and for me, it became a little bit hard. I remember training, and my coach, after 1 week of training, he gave me a very hard workout. Then I decided that I have enough. I stay home for 1 week. And actually, when I didn't show up at practice for another week or so, and then they decide to come to my house and look for me and then try to encourage me to go back to athletics. And I think that was a big mistake that I was about to make in my entire life, because if I imagine, if I think back, if the poet didn't look for me, come to my house and start looking for me and try to encourage me to go back to running, I think I won't be sitting here today giving this interview. Mozambican Federation and other people, they want to send me to Portugal and go continue with my sports there. And then on the other hand, I have other dream, which was go to US or go to a country where they speak English, for me to learn English and improve my life. And I always insisted that I don't want to go to Portugal. And then I said, well, I have to wait whatever years that I have to wait until I turn 15 or 16 to be able to go to where I want. When you're African, you actually, most of us, you're born with obstacles. And sometimes you have a hard one, sometimes you're lucky enough to climb a little bit easy ones. Going to US was a big challenge. Actually, it was very, very difficult. Leaving everything behind, leaving my family, leaving Mozambican culture. Everything was very difficult for me. I couldn't speak. I couldn't make friends. After 4 or 5 months being in US, everything started changing and all the doors started opening and there I was, and I can communicate with people and I can make friends, and I can run for school now, and everything started changing and life started being a little bit easy. There's running against the clock, sometimes. There's also running against athletes. Sometimes you get to a race where you find that you have competitors and everybody can run under 2 minutes. So you have to respect, because you never know what's going to happen in that race, and just run against the athlete. And just switch your mind, forget about the clock. Don't look at the clock, but you look the people how they're moving, and you move with what you think that is your main competitor. Between me and my coach, we always try to pick the best 2 in the world that are running good, and then say, okay, this is going to be my main competitor, so I have to watch these 2 girls, and then I have to run with them, no matter what happens.
Mutola must be very, very nervous. She has to win this 800. She, at the moment, in the women's event, heads the overall Grand Prix standings.
The fear of losing a big race, it's big. But when I prepare for big events, especially the night before the final, a lot of things go through my mind a lot, and you have this fear. But it's very, very important to me to be able to control and the fear, then relax, try to talk to people around and try to listen to music and do a lot of different things so I can relax more, because sometimes you get so nervous and you can't even eat properly. But I'm sure something like maybe an hour before the race, actually I'm fine again.
So where they go then? Maria Mutola with her eyes on this $200,000 overall Grand Prix prize. Just look at Mastakova. This is what I thought she might do. Might try and get to the front in the first 200 and deliberately slow this down. And Mutola is aware of that and goes storming up on the outside.
Everything's changed when I went to US. It's when I actually, my whole world opened up and I started having a lot of different goals, a lot of different dreams, and a lot of different things that I want to achieve in my career.
Is she? Can Mutola fight back? She's going to get there, is she? Can Mutola do it? And through Mastakova's pushing, but Mutola does it. Goodness me.
Home for me is Mozambique, but I spend most time in South Africa because one of the reasons, I mean, here it's altitude. It's 1,700 meters high, and it's a place where I can train quietly, and I can focus more in South Africa, in Johannesburg. And home is a whole different story because when I go home, I cannot focus. I have a lot of friends, I have a lot of family, and the media, and everybody want to invite me there, So I always try to spend just a few days in Mozambique. I got my car a few years ago. The first time I drove this car, I couldn't believe it, that it drives so easy. Because I used to see the car and I used to think, oh, it's impossible to drive. It's a big car and must be heavy on the steering wheel. I think for me, it's like when I go to Mozambique, because it's just a long drive and it's more relaxing. I like to go to a place like Santon or Rosebank just to relax. Because I know I have a lot of off days. And then sometimes I go to the park, take my dogs to the park on Sundays. I can say South Africa is home too, because I spend most time here training, and I have a home here. But I use South Africa for me as a training base. I have to look as a training base, because as soon as I see as home, then probably things will change, I don't know. So I always look, coming to South Africa, for me it's like training base. I'm coming here to train and prepare for the year ahead. No matter what kind of sport you're in, you have to work hard, you have to dedicate yourself enough, and then you have to set your own goals. This time of the year when I'm preparing for the season, it's when I set my goals. It's when, because I know myself so well when I train. I think that helps too, because I know exactly what kind of times I need to achieve at training before I enter competition. And when I achieve those times, I know I have no problem entering any competition. So I get to a competition very confident. I think if you're young, we have to dream about improving, is what I did, I think. Dreaming about improving every race that I was running, improving my times, do my best all the time, no matter what. And sometimes you don't win the race, but if you improve in a race, it's a good achievement for anyone. And I think probably year after year, and you need to have different goals and different dreams, and try to chase your dreams and see if they work or not. And you have to work very hard for that. So I think I actually work very hard for every dream that I have, and dedicate myself good and strong enough for all those achievements to come true. This is my trophy cabinet, and here I have a lot of memories dating back to 1988 when I first started running. I was about almost 15 back then, and that was my first Olympic Games. And I have here a few memories, a few very important medals.
On your marks.
And the starter calls them to their blocks, the 8 finalists, the 800 meters, going for gold.
A lot of Mozambicans left Mozambique and played for Portugal football and did a lot of different things for other countries. And my father always had this dream for me, actually, because I used to be very close to him. And I remember he told me one time when I was leaving to US, he said, you know, whatever you do there, but never change who you are. That means never change your citizenship. So when I went to US, and after a few years, then this offer of changing citizenship came. Then at the time, I thought it would be a good idea for me, and then I really wanted to do it. So I remember calling my father one day, and actually I told him the offer that I have, that if I change my citizenship, my life will be like this, will be like that. Then he didn't buy it, he wasn't into it. So he kept his word that I never do that. I mean, if you want to do it, it's fine, but my advice is that I never do that, because you should represent Mozambique, and Mozambique needs you. A lot of things that make me actually realize that it's very important for me to stay in Mozambique. And then I think standing here today, I'm very happy and glad that I didn't do it, because I think that was the best advice that I ever received from my father, really.
Kicks Goff, cannot respond, or can she? Holmes in second, and it's going to be MUTOLA of Mozambique. Her first gold medal, Goff second.
2000 Sydney Olympic Games, where I won the gold medal. And I actually was the first Mozambican to win gold medal at the Olympic Games. So for me and my country, it was a very big thing.
The quickest time in the world this year, MUTOLA has done 1:56.90.
During running, I think I didn't think about it. But as soon as I finished the race, I crossed the finish line, realized that I won. everything turned into emotional because it's been something for me like, I don't know how to describe it, not impossible, but something like I've been dreaming for in Mozambique as well. My whole country that day, they've been switching TV, hoping that I would be the first Mozambican athletes to win Olympic gold. The whole Mozambique, they were putting a lot of pressure on me. I didn't even want to take phone call from the journalists like 3 days before the race. And going through that and finally accomplish my goals. And for the whole year that I trained very hard for that. And every day I used to dream about being Olympic champion. So when I finally accomplished that, I think for me it was a dream come true, really. Then I thought at one point that I should stop. I have achieved everything that I want. But when I went back home and I talked to my family, I talked to friends, and I realized that life doesn't end there. I have to keep going. After the success of winning gold in Sydney, it's when I realized that I have done something big when I returned home, because I was treated very differently from the other years. I remember going on a Mozambican tour. Then I have my own a private plane to take me everywhere I wanted and visit people, different provinces, and that is when I realized actually I did something different and something unique and something also at the same time good for my country and for myself. There's a lot of issues concerning young people today that they're facing HIV/AIDS, and it's growing, especially in Africa. Big. It's getting so big that it's very hard to control. Drugs as well. There's a lot of drugs, and nowadays when you read in a paper or you go to elementary school, primary school, there's a lot of drugs involved in the kids. If somehow parents or the teachers in school, those primary school, they can find activities for those young kids after school, that will help.
The first time I met Maria, it was 10 years ago when I was writing a book on HIV/AIDS, and I had to interview Maria. And then during the interview, we understand each other that there is something that she needed to do in Mozambique that she couldn't do when she was not here.
Bruno was working for the youth newspaper in Mozambique, so he interviewed me. Then I told him that, one of my dreams is to see Mozambique with more athletes at the World Championships, Olympic Games. So we started working together, and the foundation was born like that.
She's a person with a strong personality. She's open to receive a smile, to touch people. She's a really good person, what you can describe a good person. And she showed to people, she showed to youngest people that whenever she's losing, whenever she's winning, the smile is the same.
Through my foundation that I formed back in Mozambique, and I'm helping a lot of young people try to show them which I believe is the right way, and try to encourage kids to do sports and also stay in school. So I think for me, I'm very, very pleased, and I'm just hoping that everything will grow bigger and my foundation will grow, and we're going to do a lot of things for the young people in this world. It's not only about sport, it's about a lot of things. Like yesterday, we went to this different center to give food and some cleaning material for people who have HIV. So for me and my foundation, I think it's very important, that part too.
Maria, she's more than an entrepreneur. She's a social entrepreneur. She never is looking for entrepreneurship with profit. She's looking, for real social entrepreneurship that helps people to get jobs, helps people to increase their wealth, and then help the community.
I started my foundation because I was helped as well. So if I can help more people and at the same time try to change their mind and teach them that, look, if you succeed one day, you have to think, help the other people for them to succeed, so we can be a nation of big things, I hope.
Maria, she's the top of the top personalities that we have. She's a heroine because what she's doing for the country, it's something amazing that everyone feels. She's definitely the best person God could put in this place to honor his country.
I was chosen a few years ago to be youth ambassador by the United Nations, which I was very proud and very pleased at the same time to do so. And actually my job, I should say, is to dedicate myself and teach young people to behave good and to believe in themselves and to be involved in sports more and to prevent like HIV/AIDS. I tell them body is very important to anyone, and you have to respect your body, starting from drugs, from having sex, from protection, from what do you eat, what's your diet, what you can't eat. For me, being an athlete in the sports that I'm in, that it demands the best of your body, it's very, very important for every step to take care of your body. So if you take good care of your body is going to respond well. If you don't take good care of your body is going to break down. Even though I think I have accomplished everything as a sport person, talking about winning the big one, which is the Olympic Games, all the way from indoors, World Championships, to outdoors, and to the Olympic Games. I won almost everything, but I haven't stopped dreaming. Like here, all these toys that I have represent my ambitions and my dreams. I have my goals, which is to try to make it to the next Olympic Games. Try to make something happen once again. try to win gold. For me, it would be good to be only Mozambican who wins maybe 2-3 Olympic medals in the Olympic Games. So I hope that my dream will come true next year when I step on a line in Beijing. They always say, "What's go up, it come down." and for me, I hope to retire after the Olympic Games. I think it's where I set my goals. After the final in Beijing, it's where everything ends. But I see myself involved more with my foundation because my foundation is growing all the time, and we're having a lot of success. I'm dreaming to have a training base for the athletes, like a training center where I can bring probably Mozambican athletes, even athletes from different countries in Africa, just to experience and teach them what I learned all these years. Do whatever makes me happy, that's success to me. And like I'm doing now is try to make my foundation grow and try to help other people. See my family happy, see my family well. I think everything in combined is success.
This is Maria Lourdes Mutola, Roots.
We're already proud being Africans. Africa, it's a beautiful continent. Africa, it's a land of dreams. Africa is changing. Africa is growing. So wherever you are, wherever you are, you have opportunities. So this is the time to grab your opportunities and then try to make your dream come true.
Maria's story proves it doesn't matter where your journey begins, but what counts is how you run your race. Maria dared to be the best, and she has succeeded beyond her wildest dreams. Today, through her foundation, she's giving the next generation a fighting chance. The pride of Mozambique, Unsung Heroine, salutes you, Maria Mutola. I am Angelique Kijo. Join me again for another episode of Unsung Heroines. Until then, remember, every journey begins with the first step.